Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman, and welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Pixel Club. If you enjoy our content, you can follow us on YouTube here, on Twitter or TikTok, on any of the handles that you see on the screen. Today, we are playing a game on the Mega Drive, and this game is going to be Space Harrier II. This was an interesting game to play. It wasn't quite what I was expecting. I think in my mind, having played Space Harrier on MAME quite a long time ago, I'd confused myself, and for some reason I thought Space Harrier 2 was Space Harrier 1, and I didn't get quite what I expected with this. And it was an interesting game to play, so we're going to have two goes at this. We're going to play, first of all, one game playthrough, just to get used to the controls, and then we're going to have another go on this to try and beat whatever score we've got. So we're just going to have 2 credits in here. This is going to be about a 10-minute video, thereabouts, usual length for me. So this game, when I picked it up, I knew that the objective was to defeat all the aliens as you fly across the landscape in effectively your flying jetpack that you have. A bit of the scenery is destructible. You can blow up the trees, you can obviously kill the aliens, but it felt so much slower than what I expected, and this must be from having played the arcade version of Space Harrier. The Space Harrier 2 just felt a little bit sluggish on this initial playthrough that I was doing here. It felt like I was playing the game in slow motion, which I don't think is really fair to it. Maybe my reflexes were a little bit better, and I was playing this thinking, I don't think I'm enjoying myself very much on this. I want a little bit of a challenge, and for me to still be alive, at this point in the game, have 4 men left, and then I got this, and this is where more confusion crept in. Although I've died there because he hit me with one of his missiles, I expected that dragon to be a lot further on in the game, because I'm sure that this was an end boss. And in fact, hang on a minute, I've spent a few seconds flying through the air, got shot again there, and then I hit this end boss. Is that right? Can that be right? And then this happened. So the sky starts to change colour in a moment, the music changes, and we get a slightly different environment, and this turtle thing arrives. It kills me immediately with a missile, and I know it's a turtle because obviously I played through and done this, so you've got to shoot quite violently at their heads, and I'm completely messed up in the brain. I was expecting to be playing Space Harrier that was going to be a little bit faster than what we're playing here, and I swear, and maybe this is where my mind is wrong, that right at the end you had the dragon, which was the only boss, and then you moved on to the next level. So this clearly is Space Harrier 2, because I know that because I fired it up, and you've obviously got a repeat of the same boss, and things are just a little bit different this way round. Here I notice that you can't destroy the scenery in this particular one, so these are trees that don't get themselves destroyed, as I hit straight into it while shooting, thinking, yeah, I can just knock it down out of the way. And the pattern here is quite easy if you can position yourself correctly to do it, which I don't manage to do, to take out those heads, because you can shoot them when they're really small in the distance, but I've totally failed at this. We're going to have another go, and my goal here is I want to be considerably better than what I was on this, get way past where I got, and beat that score on one single credit. I'm adamant in my mind at this stage, that this wasn't the Space Harrier that I remember, but as I talk about this, I must be really confusing Space Harrier 1 to Space Harrier 2, but I swear, I swear that I owned this on the Mega Drive back in the day, and it was as the original arcade, but clearly not. This is what MAME does to you, where we've got so many great games available. I'm using the Mega Drive recreated on the MiSTer FPGA as always, and although this game isn't as I remember, you can be 100% sure that the recreation of the gameplay, the speed, is as it should be. So if I had a real Mega Drive and I plugged it in and I played it, I would be getting exactly what I would have on the real cartridge, and this is just a case of my memory not playing exactly as it was. Am I enjoying myself? I would be enjoying myself more if I got what I thought I wanted to be playing here. This, as I say, isn't the. It's a game in principle, in terms of you're used to doing this, but it's not the game that I wanted to be playing, that I wanted to be doing a video about. But we're still doing our best. On the plus side for it though, you know, the scrolling, and then we're all talking about the positives. So I've spent 5 minutes rattling on about how this wasn't quite what I remember. Look at the scrolling graphics on the bottom. Look at the scrolling landscape that you're in. You know, that works really, really well. You know, you're not getting any horrible slowdown or anything else like this. You've got really big, nice, chunky sprites. You know, that dragon is pretty damn cool to be having a look at, even though he's managed to get away from me now, so I will catch up with him and shoot him before he disappears again. So, you know, he's really good and chunky. But then, he has other plans. He flies off into the distance, and it's like, okay. And then I've now got this turtle thing again. So, but we talk about the size of the sprites. You know, look how big that enemy is. Look how big his missiles are that he's shooting back at me. So this is a well-written, a well-coded game. And what you haven't seen and you don't see on this video is right at the beginning you can select the level. I think you might have seen me move to the right and left back a little bit, but there are loads of levels on this game. So, you know, I don't know how big this game is, how much it represents what the arcade version was. And, you know, I'm even asking myself in my mind, was there actually a Space Harrier II in the arcade, or is this just a reimagination, a recreation of what the original version was? Because sometimes you did get sequels of games that never existed in the arcades, but it was a reinterpretation, a remix of it in some essence to basically sell another version of the game. But, you know, it's okay. You know, will I pick it up? Will I play it again? I don't think so. I think I'll probably be wanting to go back to MAME to see how badly screwed up my memory is. But it's a fast game. It's a challenging game, especially on this level where you've got the big missiles from the enemy. You've got the landscape that isn't destructible. That you just, if you hit, you're absolutely dead in the water. And it reminds me a little bit here of one of the first videos I did, 3D Death Chase, where you have all the trees coming towards you. In this case, you've got those pillars. And here I thought, okay, end of level boss, because they paused for a moment, but oh no, everything comes back, although I hit a pillar. And then you get them circling like this. For a distance, they look like they've got pig faces, but if you look very closely, there's skulls where the noses and the snout should be. So, you know, nice little touches there. Very, very detailed graphics. So clearly this must be the big boss that's coming up, because everything isn't slowing down, but we've lost the environment here. More lightning. So this tells me that there's going to be something really nasty to attack. And I have no idea what the hell this is that I'm shooting while I'm doing. It seems to be that it has a defense of these purple balls that are pulsating around it, so shoot them enough and they disappear. It's got me with its missile, so I am on my last life now. You know, I have no more lives left. I've got to clear 2 of those purple things, and then hopefully he will blow up straight away, or she, I just don't know whether he's a he or a she. So hopefully it will blow up. There you go, it will blow up. And they're gone now, so here he is, far away. Here she is, here they are, and look at those claws. And I'm far away, not much happened, but look, it gets a strange face. Did you see that little smiley face that appeared? So it has now gone into the distance. So maybe it's like the dragon, I didn't put enough shots in to kill it. So we are going into Ye's land, and I hated this. You know, it really did my eyes in terms of, you've got the ground and you've got the ceiling exactly the same. You know, similar pattern to what you see behind me, but just sort of at 90 degrees. And that was hard to play, even though that flashing, pulsating jellyfish, that was hard. And, you know, I didn't last very long. So how did I do? I almost doubled my score, and probably most of the good work was done on the last couple of lives. So am I pleased with my gameplay? Yes, I am. Will I pick this up again? It'll be a long while, but I hope you've enjoyed Space Harrier II on the Sega Mega Drive. I'm the Gentleman, this is the Gentleman's Pistol Club, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?
Hello there, it's me again. If you're a subscriber to this channel, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, then Zeus here would love you to subscribe. It makes him happy and it makes me happy. And if Zeus is happy, everybody is happy. Thank you very much. Stay safe, take care. Goodbye.